Welcome back to Exploration of Stoicism. Today, we're tackling rejection, a universal experience that touches every aspect of life, from relationships and careers to personal aspirations. Inspired by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, this video will explore 10 powerful lessons to transform rejection into a powerful tool for growth, resilience, and self-discovery. By embracing rejection, we can find opportunities and obstacles, learn from feedback, and cultivate inner strength. Let's delve into how Stoicism guides us to reframe our perspective, build resilience, and keep moving forward despite life's challenges. This video will explore 10 powerful lessons on how to use rejection to your favor. Rejection is a universal experience, touching every aspect of life, from relationships and careers to personal aspirations. While it often evokes feelings of disappointment, frustration, and even despair, Stoicism offers a different perspective. By embracing the principles of this ancient philosophy, you can transform rejection into an opportunity for growth, resilience, and self-discovery. Lesson 1. Embrace rejection as a natural part of life. Rejection is inevitable. From the moment we begin to interact with the world, we encounter obstacles and setbacks. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This powerful insight reveals the Stoic belief that challenges, including rejection, are not to be feared but embraced as essential components of the human experience. Rejection in the lives of the Stoics. The Stoics themselves were no strangers to rejection. Marcus Aurelius faced opposition throughout his reign, yet he saw each challenge as an opportunity to cultivate wisdom and virtue. Epictetus, born into slavery, experienced rejection on a profound level, but used his circumstances to develop a philosophy that emphasizes inner freedom over external conditions. Accepting rejection in daily life. To embrace rejection as a natural part of life, start by acknowledging that it's unavoidable. Whether it's a job you didn't get, a relationship that ended, or an idea that wasn't accepted, recognize that rejection is not a reflection of your worth but a common human experience. By accepting this truth, you free yourself from the fear of rejection and open the door to growth. How to reframe your mindset. Think of a time when you faced rejection. How did it affect you? Now, consider how you might view that rejection differently with the understanding that it's a natural part of life. Instead of seeing it as a dead end, see it as a stepping stone to something greater. Lesson 2. Reframe your perspective. The power of perspective in overcoming rejection. Instead of seeing rejection as a failure, view it as an opportunity for redirection. Seneca, one of Rome's most famous Stoics, advised, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." This lesson teaches us that rejection is not the end but a redirection towards something more aligned with our true path. Seneca's life and the trials he faced. Seneca's own life was filled with trials. Exiled by Emperor Claudius, he used his time in isolation to write and reflect, ultimately returning to Rome as an advisor to Nero. His experiences taught him that adversity, including rejection, is often the catalyst for growth and self-discovery. Turning rejection into opportunity. When faced with rejection, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? How can I use this experience to refine my goals, skills, or approach? By reframing rejection as a redirection, you begin to see it not as a failure but as a guide towards your true purpose. The role of rejection in personal growth. Reflect on a recent rejection you've experienced. How can you reframe it as a redirection? What opportunities might this rejection be pointing you towards that you hadn't considered before? Lesson 3. Focus on what you can control. The Stoic principle of control and its relevance to rejection. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is the distinction between what we can and cannot control. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, taught us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. When faced with rejection, this lesson becomes particularly powerful. Epictetus and the freedom of the mind. Despite being born into slavery, Epictetus found freedom in the realization that while his external circumstances were beyond his control, his mind remained free. This insight allowed him to endure hardship without losing his inner peace. Applying the dichotomy of control to rejection. When you encounter rejection, Focus on your response rather than the rejection itself. You cannot control the decisions or actions of others, but you can control how you interpret and react to them. This shift in focus empowers you to maintain your composure and continue pursuing your goals. The liberation of letting go. Consider how much energy you've spent worrying about things beyond your control. What might change if you redirected that energy towards what you can control? How would this shift in focus alter your experience of rejection? Lesson 4. Build resilience through adversity. The role of adversity in developing resilience. Rejection builds resilience. Each time you face rejection, you become stronger and more prepared for future challenges. The Stoics believe that adversity is essential for cultivating the virtues that lead to a fulfilling life. The Stoic view of adversity as a teacher. The Stoics saw adversity not as a misfortune, but as a teacher. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about the importance of resilience, viewing each challenge as an opportunity to strengthen his character. Cultivating resilience through rejection. When you experience rejection, see it as an opportunity to build resilience. Embrace the discomfort and recognize that each rejection is making you stronger. Over time, you'll find that rejection no longer has the power to derail you, but instead becomes a stepping stone towards your goals. The strength found in adversity. Think about a time when you overcame a significant challenge. How did that experience shape you? How can you apply the lessons you learned to handle future rejections with resilience? Lesson 5. Learn from feedback. The value of feedback in personal growth. Rejection often comes with feedback. While it's natural to feel defensive or hurt by criticism, the Stoic approach teaches us to use feedback constructively to improve ourselves. As Marcus Aurelius said, "If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth." Marcus Aurelius and the pursuit of truth. Marcus Aurelius was deeply committed to the pursuit of truth. He understood that growth requires a willingness to accept feedback and to change when necessary. His meditations are filled with reflections on the importance of humility and self-improvement. Using feedback to your advantage. When you receive feedback as part of a rejection, approach it with an open mind. Instead of dismissing it, ask yourself how you can use it to become better. This mindset transforms rejection into a valuable learning experience. Embracing feedback as a tool for growth. Reflect on a recent piece of feedback you received. How did you initially react? Now, consider how you can use that feedback to improve. What changes can you make to align more closely with your goals and values? Lesson 6. Practice detachment. The Stoic art of detachment and its role in handling rejection. Stoicism teaches us to detach from external outcomes. This doesn't mean becoming indifferent or apathetic, but rather focusing on our efforts and virtues rather than the results. This mindset is crucial in handling rejection with grace and composure. Detachment in the teachings of Epictetus. Epictetus emphasized the importance of detachment from external circumstances. He taught that our true power lies in how we choose to respond to events, not in the events themselves. This detachment allows us to remain centered and calm, even in the face of rejection. Detaching from outcomes and embracing effort. When faced with rejection, practice detaching from the outcome. Focus instead on the effort you put in and the virtues you demonstrated. By shifting your attention to what you can control, you'll find that rejection no longer has the power to disturb your peace of mind. The freedom of detachment. Consider a situation where you were deeply attached to a specific outcome. How did that attachment affect your experience of rejection? How might practicing detachment have changed your response? Lesson 7. Cultivate patience. The importance of patience in navigating rejection. Rejection can be a test of patience. In a world that often values instant gratification, the ability to wait and persevere is increasingly rare. The Stoics, however, understood that patience is a crucial virtue, particularly when dealing with rejection. The Stoic virtue of patience. The Stoics valued patience as a means of enduring life's challenges with grace. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, often reflected on the importance of patience, reminding himself that all things take time and that true progress requires persistence. Practicing patience in the face of rejection. When you face rejection, remind yourself that good things take time. Cultivate patience by viewing rejection as a temporary setback rather than a permanent defeat. Stay committed to your goals, knowing that persistence will eventually lead to success. The wisdom of waiting. Reflect on a time when impatience led to frustration or hasty decisions. How might the outcome have been different if you had practiced patience? Consider how embracing patience can help you handle future rejections more gracefully. Lesson 8. Strengthen your self-worth. Building self-worth independent of external validation. Your worth is not determined by external validation. This lesson is crucial in the face of rejection. Stoicism teaches us to develop a strong sense of self-worth based on our values and principles, rather than on the opinions of others. The Stoic approach to self-worth. The Stoics believe that true self-worth comes from within. Epictetus, despite his status as a slave, understood that his value was not diminished by his circumstances. He emphasized that self-worth should be rooted in one's character and virtues, not in external achievements or recognition. Cultivating inner strength. To strengthen your self-worth, focus on your core values and the principles that guide your actions. Remind yourself that rejection does not define you. Instead, it's an opportunity to reaffirm your commitment to your values and to grow stronger in your convictions. The source of true confidence. Think about a time when you sought validation from others. How did it affect your sense of self-worth? Now, consider how you can shift your focus inward and build confidence from within, based on your values and principles. Lesson 9. Seek support and community. The role of community in overcoming rejection. Even the Stoics, known for their emphasis on self-reliance, recognized the importance of community. When faced with rejection, seeking support from others can provide comfort, encouragement, and new perspectives. Stoic fellowship and mutual support. The Stoics valued the concept of sympathia, the interconnectedness of all people. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the importance of community and mutual support. He believed that humans are social beings, and that we thrive when we support one another in our shared challenges. Building a supportive network. When you experience rejection, don't isolate yourself. Reach out to a supportive community, friends, family, or like-minded individuals who can offer encouragement and help you see rejection from a different perspective. Sharing your experiences and learning from others can be incredibly empowering. The strength of collective wisdom. Reflect on a time when you felt supported by others during a difficult period. How did that support influence your ability to overcome rejection? Consider how you can cultivate and maintain a supportive community in your life. Lesson 10. Keep moving forward. The resilience to persevere despite rejection. Finally, the most important lesson of all, never let rejection stop you. Stoicism teaches us that true strength lies in our ability to persevere, regardless of the obstacles we face. Rejection is not a dead end, but a challenge to be overcome with determination and resilience. Stoic endurance and the pursuit of virtue. The Stoics believe that life's challenges, including rejection, are opportunities to practice and embody virtue. Seneca, who faced numerous rejections and setbacks throughout his life, famously said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This quote reminds us that the path forward is always within our control, as long as we have the courage to keep moving. Turning setbacks into stepping stones. When faced with rejection, don't dwell on it. Instead, use it as motivation to keep moving forward. Each rejection is a chance to refine your approach, strengthen your resolve, and get one step closer to your goals. Remember, resilience is not just about enduring difficulties, but about thriving in the face of them. The power of persistence. Think about a goal you've achieved despite facing multiple rejections. How did persistence play a role in your success? Reflect on the importance of resilience and how it can help you navigate future rejections with confidence and determination. Turning rejection into opportunity. Rejection is not the end. It's a new beginning. By applying these Stoic lessons, you can turn rejection into a powerful tool for personal growth and success. The wisdom of the Stoics teaches us that rejection is not a failure, but a redirection. An opportunity to refine our path, build resilience, and develop a deeper sense of self-worth.